if he sticks his nose up and out, or pulls or falls to the inside or something, walk and have a do-over. So you set a very high standard as far as what your expectations are. Yep, good girl, that was fine. Good, then when you get down to this end of the arena, turn up the center line. And then, excuse me, a leg yield to your left. So now you'll use your right leg and ask him to step sideways over to the left. Good job. If he gets a little lazy, he gets a little touch with the whip. Hey, very good. Very good. 20-meter circle at that end of the arena. And wiggling your toes a little bit so you adjust the stirrup onto the ball of your foot just a little more. And even in the posting, it's tricky in the posting, that's right, but not impossible. Right shoulder back, yours. Yep, and keep circling or keep turning. So this is where too, if on this side, because the right bend looks pretty easy, if he starts to bend to the right very nicely and easily for you, but then you discover that you're making sort of a big square, then that's him falling through the left shoulder or the outside shoulder. So you could straighten him just a little bit to keep him a little more honest as far as turning his withers and his shoulders around the circle, rather than, as most horses learn at some point, they bend, in this case, to the right by falling to the left. And so when you notice that, then you lose a little bend and have him as a straighter horse in front of you on the same pattern. Very nice. And then sitting trot when you can, slowing it way down, but continuing around the circle. And sit back, as slow as you need it to be, so you can relax in your hips and your thighs. And you have to keep turning, and you're pulling your right shoulder back a little bit so that you really turn in your position. Wiggle your toes a little on the stirrup to get the stirrup onto the ball of your foot. And know that you just do that as often as you need to until eventually it becomes a new habit for you to have the stirrup on the ball of your foot, only because your ankle and your knee and your hip relax and let gravity do its thing, while you have nice, soft, and more elastic and relaxed joints. Good, keep turning, because he likes to come down here to the middle, and then he turns. So he should, in a way, on the long side of your circle, coming right here, he should go to the track, but then he should not go into the corner. So start your turn, keep turning. That's it, keep turning. Yeah, posting is fine, because I want to do this for a minute. Yep, that's all right. Keep coming around. There you go. Yep, cut your corner. Good, so you touch the arena wall. Now start turning back to the right, because the circle has to be a perpetual turn. That was much better. Then you can canter when you're ready. Good girl. And see, now you got it. Very good. Very good. Good, straight ahead. That's it. And nicely on the bit. Good for you. You keep your chin up really well. Better than it's better than 99% of everybody I know. There we go. Good. And then you can walk whenever you'd like. And really sitting tall, and then all the way to the walk on the bit. Good girl. Very good. Good. Posting trot as you're ready.
When she's expecting to walk from the canter, the trot doesn't run away.
Mm-hmm.
It's
much better. Good. That's it. Yep. And always keeping in mind that even though we can manage the posting trot more easily, because it's less uncomfortable, and so it can be bigger, but whoops, oh good. But we want to encourage the horse to stay, again, like I talked about earlier, in one posting trot like you are. This is much better than earlier. And also, on the bit, he doesn't get to look up there. Now see, that trot right there would be difficult to sit. So you're always looking to have the posting trot as the lead-in for the good balance. Slow way down. So when he says, oh goody, I'm going to just sort of trot off, you can continue posting, but once you are posting, that's it. Or you can sit. Good, exactly. Super. So that he understands he doesn't get to pick the trot. That's all about you. That's right. Good. Change rein on a little bit of a short diagonal, or just turn around, yeah, go the other way, and back with your shoulders, so keep turning right, so we change the direction. So you're going to change, yeah, there we go. Now slow, shoulders back on the bit, bending left, so that we go to the left. That's right, so just turn around and go the other way. There you go. That, and keep turning right, or go left, there you go. There, and that's nicely on the bit. Good. Good, then go, continue straight ahead, down the long side. That's your left shoulder back. So when you start to feel like, again, your left hand wants to cross the withers and your left shoulder moves forward, it's hard. There you go, good girl. But you keep trying to pull that inside, the new inside shoulder back, and have your left hand stay on its own side of the withers, and using your inside leg, which would be your left leg, yep, to tell him, oh, you better step away from this left side and bend around the corners. Good. Then come across the diagonal again, which is going to be catty corner in the arena. So you're going to come across. Yep, good. There you go. That, and the rules are the same. So the trot on the bit, good rhythm and all that is not a coincidence here and there.
That looks so nice.
That's right. It's a consequence of good riding and attention to detail on our part. Good. Then straight ahead, continuing the posting trot. Change rein on the diagonal. Once again, so then catty corner across the arena. Very good. The nice thing too is your horse, really looks like he understands where he should be. If he starts to, and if and when he leans on the reins, you can be a little bit quick, sort of giving him a little check, which is a half halt, to rebalance him out of the reins so he doesn't lean. Because by the horse leaning on the reins, what he's really doing is balancing on the reins, like right there, he's sort of going, well, maybe if I tip over and take hold, then she'll hold my head on. And you just tell him no. That's it. Quick with your elbows coming back, very nice. And then you can walk. Ooh, nice bending again. Good. Good. Yeah, and then you can relax. That's right, good. So, the canter, he picks up the canter from the walk easier than the trot, but the slow trot is good, which, since you're competing sometimes too, the slow trot is an okay place to go so that you can get it without the sort of running and sort of sprawling into it. And the last transition he had was really pretty good, but he was starting to understand that you weren't going to let him do the sprawling whatever thing, let's desperately get into the canter. So we're not desperate, but we are